Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Saban, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show in store for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel if you haven't already. Now, as you guys know, there's been this trend in media as of late, where people have been getting at Skip Bayless, right? Basically, everybody's saying Skip is done and all of that stuff, especially after the departure of Shannon Sharpe and seeing the effect that it's had on the ratings of Undisputed and the bump that ESPN First Take has had and how big Shannon Sharpe has gone on to be in his own right. But nevertheless, that hasn't stopped Skip Bayless from taking very strong positions, right? But in this particular case, he's now coming up against an adversary that has no fear and has no problem with getting his hands dirty, and that person is Draymond Green. And recently, Skip Bayless did a show, right? Because we're going to talk about what Draymond said, but he did a show on the Skip Bayless show where he was basically taking Draymond Green to task, and he systematically broke down Draymond Green, not only as an NBA player in terms of his career, but in terms of a person, for some of the dirty stuff that he does. And he actually went on to call Draymond Green the dirtiest player in the history of the NBA. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what Skip Bayless had to say about Draymond Green on the Skip Bayless show, and then we're going to come back and play what Draymond had to say in response and then react to what these guys are saying. Take a listen to what Skip had to say originally here.
Now, here's the astonishing truth about Draymond Green. In my career, I have never seen anything like this phenomenon. Draymond Green is, no exaggeration, the dirtiest player in NBA history by far. The dirtiest player in NBA history by far is Draymond Green. I dare you, right here, right now, well, please stay with me for a few more minutes, but I dare you to go on YouTube, call up and watch those low-light tapes of the cavalcade of Draymond Green's dirtiest plays over the years. His dirtiest plays, just boom, 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 boom. Just get the magnitude, the overall impact of the cavalcade of Draymond's dirtiest plays over the years. The cheap shots, the low blows, the dangerous plays. Draymond is the all-time cheap shot artist. Yet, everybody loves Draymond. Not Raymond, Draymond. Everybody loves Draymond. Somehow, his perception is his reality. I've seen that happen before. The perception of Draymond is he's such a nice guy. He's so fun, he's funny, he's glib, he's witty, he's loquacious. He's just so entertaining, that Draymond. No, the truth is, Draymond Green is just a great actor. At his core, deepest down, he's always been a dirty basketball player with one or maybe two screws loose. Since he entered the league, Draymond Green has been ejected a league high 20 times. 20 times. He's been called for technical fouls 151 times. That's barely second to Russell Westbrook at 153. So it's 151 to 153 in the time they've been together in the league. This is the same Draymond, that great teammate that's Draymond, who sucker punched, of course, his teammate Jordan Poole during practice. We got to see the tape. Somebody released that tape because somebody wanted Draymond outed somebody inside the Golden State Warriors organization wanted the world to see the real Draymond Green. That happened. Draymond is such a nice guy. No, he isn't. Draymond is, so many people think, such a great player. He's such a great player. He's such a crucial part of that Golden State Warriors dynasty. He's Hall of Fame bound. Well, here are Draymond's career numbers. He's averaged 9 points and 7 rebounds and 6 assists. The 7 and 6 are pretty good, but he shot 32% for his career from 3. That's pretty bad. And 71% from the free throw line. That's pretty bad. So if I submitted to you a blind resume of these numbers, 9, 7, and 6, 32% from 3, 71% from the free throw line, and I said, is this a Hall of Famer? You would laugh out loud in my face.
So you heard what Skip Bayless had to say originally. Well, Draymond Green, of course, heard what these NBA players are like rappers, man. They don't let no diss go by, man. They always listening. So Draymond Green hears what Skip Bayless says, and he essentially goes on his show and he just starts taking these below the belt shots at Skip Bayless. And I was like, bro, this is a bit much. So for those of you who didn't hear what Draymond had to say in response to Skip, we're going to play that now and then come back and give you guys our thoughts. Take a listen to Draymond Green here.
Everybody skipping past Skip Bayless since Shannon left him, and he comes out and says he'll have me eating out of the palm of his hands. I am not coming on your show, Skip. I'm going to keep skipping past you just like everybody else skipped on you, because that show is dead. No one wants to hear you talk anymore. In the words of Richard Sherman, I am better than you. I'm better than you at life. I am just better than you. Skip and skip. That's a wrap from this episode of the Draymond Green Show. Skip, you ain't never had one of these. One of these. Or any of these. Let's see. What's that? That's our NBA second team. Oh. What's that? Our NBA defensive first team. Yeah, Skip. We don't respect you. You need more people. It's a wrap.
So you heard what Skip and Draymond had to say to one another. Let's start with Draymond. Draymond took the Richard Sherman line by basically saying, I'm better at life than you. And I think I'm going to call cap on that. I don't believe that Draymond Green is better at life than Skip Bayless. Because I believe the metric Draymond is using is money. And I don't think that's the only measurement of a person and how successful you are as a human being. There are people that are, I mean, look at Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy richer than both of them. But he clearly has some character flaws, right? So we're not just going to leave it to money. That's a very simplistic and, dare I say, childish way of viewing adults. The fact is, Skip Bayless is way more successful at what he does than Draymond Green is than what he does. Skip Bayless is one of the greatest people, analysts or whatever, to do what he did in his field. Then Draymond Green is one of the greatest players to ever play in the NBA. If Skip Bayless was an NBA player in terms of analysts, he would be in the top 10. Draymond Green would not be in the top 50. So from that standpoint, he is not better at him than like in that standpoint. From that standpoint. Secondly, I feel like Draymond said that because he had nothing else. He couldn't refute anything of what Skip Bayless was saying. So he decided to take that below the belt shot. Right. And I think that a lot of guys tend to do this where they now, when they don't have anything to say, they tend to just, well, I got more money than you. Right. I got more money than you. The fact is, Draymond Green has more money than Skip Bayless, not because he's a better person, not because he's a smarter person or anything like that. It's just because of the profession that he went into. There are people that Wall Street bankers, hedge fund managers that make way more than Draymond Green. Some of those guys make like $1 billion in a year. So what does that mean? They're better than you just because they made $1 billion? It's just a profession. There's certain professions you go in where you're going to earn more and others where you earn less. Doesn't mean you're better than the next person. It doesn't. So I thought that was lame as hell for Draymond to say that. In the case of Skip, I think Skip made more real points because he spoke to concrete evidence that we have, situations that have occurred, and said, bro, look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that. So I think Skip Bayless won this easily. And I think Draymond took the easy route by just basically saying I'm more successful in life successful at life than you, and that's cap. Because you're not just going to distill it down to who has the most money. That doesn't, it's part of it. Yes, money plays a role. Yes, it does play a role, but it's not the ultimate deciding factor. Like, let's cut that out. Like, please, let's just cut that out. You know, it's like saying, it's like a very, very beautiful woman that says, I deserve this and this and that. But somebody's like, but you don't have any character. The character plays a role too. The type of person you are, how you treat people, and all those things all matter. All of that makes a person beautiful. All of those things makes a man handsome or attractive, right? Are you a generous person? Are you a caring person? Are you a thoughtful person? Do you listen to others? Do you just dismiss people because whatever they're saying is stupid because you have more money than? It is much broader than that. So Draymond Green's explanation I thought was childish, like most of the explanations that he normally has for the stuff that he does. These are just my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.